I'm somewhere between Palmerston Island and Aitutaki. And it's been a rough sail, to be honest. Storms, dead, wind, no wind, nothing, everything in between. But it was one of those nights where we were blessed with the most beautiful night I could have never imagined. It was so bright, even more bright than the first time that I went sailing. It was so bright that the Milky Way was reflected off of the skin of the water. It was so beautiful. And because of the rough sail that we had before that, we decided to do as Papa Mao said, make happy. So we pulled out the guitars, people started playing, we all felt good, played music, people were singing, we were laughing. Out of nowhere, Master Navigator on board comes to me, because I'm the lead navigator on the crew. And I hear his voice, very sharp. He's a kind man. He's a wonderful teacher, but he was sharp. Shut it down. Shut everything down. Put it away. And I couldn't understand. I was like, oh, what did we do wrong? Then he came to me and he said, you need to learn that this is not everything. The stars in the sky is not everything. You need to look around. You need to be able to see. You need to be able to see your people. Your crew is your number one responsibility. Keep them safe. Keep them protected. I didn't understand what I was doing wrong, to be honest. He said, you need to learn that this is one part of a much larger, expansive picture that you need to keep track of. Look down, look around, and listen. If everybody is singing and making light and making happy, you won't hear what you're supposed to hear. Everything was quiet, and all of a sudden I heard it. Rain. I wouldn't have heard it if the guitars were still playing. Wind, he said, now you hear it, now feel it. And I felt the chill. Now smell it, and I felt that air change. And I knew that I would have missed it. There was a storm coming. It was brewing, and I didn't even know it. Storm's coming. So storm's coming, and I feel the ship come in, and he looks at me. He says, everybody, fall weather gear on. Now, we all throw up our gear on top. We know, we can feel it's cold. If it's cold, she's coming in fast. So we go, next thing I know, we're flying. Typically we can cruise around 5 knots. We're flying now at 12. It's pretty fast. Rain cloud sure enough comes in, rain starts to come in. We no longer can see the stars anymore. Complete cloud coverage. We're flying blind, knowing not where we're going. So he looks at me, my co-navigator on the side, our master navigator on board, he looks at me and says, the second you see a star, you better tell us where we're going. 6,000 stars. I'm like, if I see one star, I have no idea. I don't see multiple stars. He said, the second you see a star, get us back on track. I looked at my co-navigator, she looked at me, she's like, I don't even know. How are we gonna do this? I said, okay, it's fine. Said a prayer, and I asked, Heavenly Father, please, if you're gonna show me one star, if that's all I get, give me one that I know, that can help me make sense of this entire night sky. We sail, and out of a little pocket, a little cloud opens up just like this. Just for this long, and goes, closes up. But in the meantime, I see the tip of Pimoy, that great fish, that great ulua that Maui fished out of the sea to create our islands, and a small little arc of stars that me and my teacher Kalapa named Kapali, the cliff. And of all stars that I could have gotten, it was those pairs where we created a meridian line, that if we drew a line between the tip of the nuku of Pimoy and right off of the pali, it would point us directly south. Once I knew where Hema was, I knew where Akal was. Once I knew where that was, Ikina, Komohanga, Na, Aina, Noyo, it all made sense. And that was the gift of over 600 hours in the planetary dome, sitting next to my teacher, creating new things, remembering old things, to guide us that night in the middle of a storm. That was the gift. Wow.